Bonjour, je m'appelle Duncan. That's about as much as my French goes. Welcome back to the channel. Yes, I'm working on the Renault Extra van again. Renault Extra van, keep calling it that. It's a Renault Express because it's French. Anyway, Express, Extra, same thing. Today, going to start doing some servicey bits. First off, getting rid of all this crappy coolant bottle. Going to take the radiator out. I'm going to try and get all the overspray off the radiator, take some of the hoses off and clean those up, and as well I can then get to the oil filter down there easier. So coolant flush, or taking the coolant system out is the first thing, then I'll service it with oil and filter, which I've got down here, and then after that I've got some new leads on order and a new dizzy cap, tubes cap. I've got a new rotor, the arm inside on order. They're not here yet, but I can do them later. I've got new plugs to put in, so I'll pop those in, change the air filter. So I've got one there, and just tick on with stuff. So yeah, not so much waffling in this video as there was last one on the intro. Oh, I have. Now this is me being really nerdy with my history, you know, when I was checking back on the car and finding the original French number plate and all that. Yeah, I may have had some French plates made up, so I might drill and screw them on, but pretty cool, eh? The original French style plates. So might stick that on just for a bit of a laugh. But anyway, I'm going to crack on with servicing the car. So less waffling, more cracking on, because it does take a lot of time up doing these videos when you just want to be chipping on with stuff. So yeah, let's crack on. Well, as you can see, that didn't take long to remove at all. As I say, it's a fairly new rad, but look at the colour. Oh, grim, rusty, manky stuff. Look in there, I don't know if you can see in. Look at the silt in that. The overspray, that can just go straight in the bin. But the rad, it's very clean, very new. So I'm actually going to clean all this up. I'm going to undo this, give it another lick of paint, just clean it all up, get all this off here, and put it back in. But yeah, that can go straight in. I'm glad I got a new one of them. No nasty surprises other than the horrible colour. So, well, as usual, I've just cracked on. As you'd have seen on the time lapse, all the radiator, coolant, all that is out. Look at these pipes that need cleaning out. Thermostat, I'll be getting a new one of those. Yeah, so all those will be cleaned thoroughly. So they say clean the radiator out. I've taken out these bits because there's overspray on these and I want to clean them up, because I can't be doing with parts that aren't looking nice. So I'm going to clean those up and probably paint them in that bumper paint that I use on a lot of my stuff, like what I did with the side trims on the Maxim. Probably going to use that on these, and I'm going to give the grille another going over, even though I think it's been painted at some point, but I am going to do it. But I'm also going to restore the Renault badge perhaps, and perhaps paint silver back onto the diamond while I'm at it. But look how easy it is to service. Just there, look. And it's not even mint. It's not even seized on. But it is looking a bit Titanic down here, isn't it? But it's a solid thing, I must admit. But I rather clean parts up while I'm at it. You know, like the fans, the radiator surrounds. I'd rather clean them all up while they're off. Just keep chipping away at it. So next thing I'm going to do, drain the oil filter off, new filter, fill it up, and then move on, probably air filter, plugs, and keep going. Not sure when this was last. Oh yeah, good, undid nicely. Not sure when it was last serviced, but why has that gone tight? Oh, why would that go tight? does it keep going tight? Let's clean my tools now. Yummy, yummy oil. It smells a bit petrol-y. Looks about right, doesn't it? That'll do the trick. Don't know why everyone doesn't just put new copper washers on when they put, you know, when they're doing an oil change. It's just such a simple thing, isn't it? That drained out, so I'll bung this in, take the oil filter off, which, to be honest, oh great, oil straight onto the floor, mint. That's my favourite. Love getting oil on the floor. Eee. Yeah, that hasn't been changed for a while, has it? So, oil filter on. Didn't film it. Everyone knows how to put an oil filter on, surely. Easiest car ever to work on, and I've even got a friend here.
But you don't need, because it's easy.
Yeah, exactly.
Self-got a moot point me being there.
He's just come round. So, fill it up with oil and move on to the air filter. Oil filter done, topped with oil, and now change the air filter. Now I've undone that. It literally, I mean, cars, why can't cars be this easy? There you go. Old one off. Genuine Renault one that came with the van. New one on. Hose back on. Just got to tighten that up, and that is air filter changed. I mean, honestly, why can't all cars be like this? Boom. What did that take me? A minute? Right, so as I say, waiting on some parts. Waiting on a dizzy cap, HT leads and the rotor in there, and also a new thermostat. So now the oil filter and oil's done, air filter. I can put the plugs in, but other than that, there's not much else to do. So I'm going to do a few other bits. Dug out the bumper black, so chuck some paint on this quick, make it look a bit better, so there's no overspray and all that. Ready for when I put it all back together. So yeah, let's quickly chuck some paint on. And it's starting to rain now, so I'm going to quickly change the spark plugs. Bit of oil around the plug for obviously where I filled it up. They don't look bad, but look how rusty they are. They have not been changed in a while, so they can come out, and with my genuine new old stock Renault plugs, champion plugs, that's what they are. There you go. Like I say, I got two sets of these, so they can go in. Just clean the plug hole. Brand new plugs. Yep. Oh. Just nip them up, they don't have to be mega tight. So there you go, that's one done. Like I say, I got new leads coming, but they weren't there in time. So I'm just putting them back on now. New dizzy cap and arm, so right. Now I'm going to get all these done. You don't need to see me doing all this. So it's another day, well, another evening should I say, and just popped a new header tank in, along with all new Jubilees, new pipe, New Jubilee there. I've repainted and cleaned off all the overspray off the edge of the radiator, repainted it, painted up the bracket here, well the fan bracket, and put that back on. So the radiator's looking really nice. Get rid of that overspray. New fan switch down there. That's all brand new. Cleaned all the pipes up as well as best I can. There's the other one to go on there, up the top. And brand new thermostat inside as well. And I've cleaned up everything as best I can. New Jubilees, genuines. Matching genuines everywhere. So, yeah, but it's nice because obviously, quick run round just to compare what came off. Is this. So yeah, look at that, and obviously replaced all the hose because I thought, why not? Looking a lot better. So as I say, every time I take something off the car to paint or do something with, I'm going to paint it and clean it as best as I can and get rid of as much overspray. So yes, this one's to go on here, so that will look new. And then I'm going to get a new water pump actually eventually, so that's will all look nice and new. But I'm just going to keep going. As I say, every time I do something on this car, I'm going to paint it or get the overspray off. So hopefully it'll all look good when done. Right, let me crack on that, get it all back together. Right, started putting coolant in, everything's on, all the hoses. It's getting dark now, so I'm finishing off, but I'll come back to it in the morning. But for now, I'm going to quickly start it. The choke. Check we're in neutral. Oh god, oh wow, that starts up so quick now. Yeah, that starts up lovely. Sounds really good as well. Well, it's a few days later. Well, more than a few days later. It's, yeah, a good couple of weeks later. But yeah, done, serviced. Spin you around. Yeah, don't look at the state of it because it has got dusty again. And unfortunately I have got some overspray on it because I have stone chipped underneath, but that's a different video. I will repaint all this and tart it back up. But coolant all done, bottle there, fuel filter on, all the new leads, plugs in, new leads and dizzy cap there, that's all done. All the hoses all cleaned up, all new Jubilees, genuines as I mentioned. So yes, we are all serviced, ready to go. Yeah, new rad thermostat temp switch, sorry. So that's on. This keeps coming loose. It's dead annoying. Yeah, I'll sort that out in a minute. So yeah, overall, all done. I'm going to carry on cleaning it up though, getting it nice and tidy. But I am concentrating on the underside. So as I say, unfortunately when I was doing some stone chipping underneath, it fired out and landed on the radiator and stuff, as you can see. So I am going to reflush the system and tart all this back up and clean it all back up again. But for now, that is it. As usual, thank you for getting this far with the video. More videos to come, as I say. Underside cleaning and resto next, so that'll be pretty cool. But yeah, please do like, subscribe, usual sort of things for more content on the van. Maxim, not this winter, but yeah, more content on the van coming up. And yeah, that's all I've got to say. So I'll see you. Au revoir.